Hi.
The basis of Cacophony is very simple. It starts with one piece of paper that's folded into fourths, and then a second piece of paper that is folded in half, and when the two are combined, we get this structure, and then we add two pieces at the end so that we get this structure. You know, this is similar to what Michelangelo looked at when he saw his big block of marble and he wanted to pull David out of it. So we want to see what can we do to make this an interesting structure. And this is the first attempt, which is very interesting, except that if you look on the back here, well, that really looks very mundane. So we're going to have to deal with that. And so now we're going to send it to Joe Friedman to create a vector diagram for laser cutting it, and then we can proceed from there. And Joe sent back patterns. These are vector diagrams for the parts that would be necessary to put the book together. So at this stage, we have the patterns. We have my model of what goes on the patterns. How much trouble can it be to get this book to the printer? I took the model that I had made that showed me basically where I wanted words to go. I took the patterns that Joe Friedman had created for the laser cutting, and I took a box of adhesive-backed decorative paper. For the past 7 years, I've been collecting these wonderful pieces of paper and backing them with adhesive. So when the time came to use them, all I had to do was to cut them out what I wanted and paste them down. And with this in place, we were ready to begin designing Cacophony. When the parts come from the printer, they're beautifully printed, but they need to be scored, folded, and assembled. And the scores are very important. The first one is a valley fold, and to get our valley fold, we're going to use our Score It platform. Now the question comes, do we A, fold the edges down, or B, do we fold the edges up? Well, if you answered B, you answered correctly. If you have this little bump, you fold it up, it's going to stay perfectly flat. Look at what a nice flat fold we have. And this piece also has a valley fold, which I've already put in, but it needs two mountain folds. And mountain folds are really complicated, so pay attention here. In order to get a mountain fold, all you do is turn the paper over. And that's the rule of thumb. The other side of every valley fold is a mountain fold, and the other side of a mountain fold is a valley fold. One of the fun things about working on Cacophony is it brings back memories of my days with model railroading as a boy. Here, where the parts are going to intersect, we have a mainline track, but then there are also two sidings that can be used for getting the part into position. And the way that works is that we're going to take this piece through onto the siding here, and this is going to allow it on the top so it slides in, and I can move this piece up on the siding. And now this is going to go back to the main line, and watch how meow is going to become a complete word. But now we need to bring the A together, and it's just going to take a little tug like that, and there's our A. And now the pieces are joined together, they swing freely, and there's no friction, so we're off to a good start. The last thing to do is to put on the wow factor. And this is actually a joke because, of course, the real wow factor is how the panels interlock together and then how they open up into this explosion of words. But this is a gift for any stuffy academic who doesn't want to take the time to fall under the spell of this wonderful, fun, innovative, and scruffy book. Let's start by thanking the band that's most likely to be on the CD player, Tuba Skinny. And of course our studio assistants, Ella and Sweet Pea, Alicia Helfman, our one-stop go-to person for good advice and great design ideas, Joe Friedman, who did the laser cutting and supervised the printing, Steve Warren, our cinematographer and man of my dreams for 30 years, and of course, hooray for Jane Klieg, who took all the parts of our puzzle and put them together into this great presentation. I'm Ed Hutchins, and I approve of this film.